What is up, everyone? My name is Chris from Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Today, I am here to talk to you guys about the Anchor app. If you haven't heard about the Anchor app is the easiest way for you to make a podcast. Just like I did, you can create your very own podcast. The best thing about the Anchor app is, number one, it's completely 100% free to use. Number two, it is really easy to use. So if you're not good with technology, like my producer Lena here, this app is perfect for you. Number three, the app is available for download from your app store. The Anchor app provides certain tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. This means that additional recording software is not needed. Get it out of here. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other platforms. Best part is you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So guys, open your app store, download the free Anchor app today, or go to anchor.fm to get started.
All right. Straight up hung up on you.
3, 2, 1. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Today is episode 19. It is a beautiful Thursday evening here in El Paso, Texas. Today, I'm actually only joined by Milena. Misa had some things he had to do today. So, Milena, go ahead and say what's up.
Yo, thank you for sharing your time with us.
And today we have our friend of the podcast, Mr. Jeremy Gonzalez. He's back on for, this is actually your third time on the podcast, dude. Is it third or fourth time?
It's like the third time, I think.
Okay, I believe it's the third time. So, also, guys, during this interview, we're going to have my sister calling in from Florida. So she's going to call in. We're going to talk to her a little bit about coronavirus and things that are going on over there. Jeremy, it's been a minute since we talked, dude. How's it going? Yeah. How's Washington? Give us a life update, if you will.
It's been straight, man. Let's see, been here for like 4 months now, I think. So totally different change. So the weather's starting to change. It's not raining as much no more, like at all. Having drizzles here now and there, but it's been nice enough for like every day I go out for a run now, even with the coronavirus going on, because the state's pretty heavy right now with it. So I still go out there. I mean, I have to do something because I can't just stand in my apartment all day. I live here by myself pretty much. So
are you taking any precautions like a face mask?
Oh yeah, no, not a face mask, because I couldn't find any. But other than that, I mean, I'm still precautious about it. I'm careful. I'm keeping my distance with people. I'm not dumb about it. But my buddy's a medic. He's stationed at Bragg, and he tells me, it's something pretty serious. He says, I should be more careful and stuff like that because he says I'm always outside and shit, doing shit. I was like, yeah, I know, bro. I gotta watch out more. But I have been. It's not like I'm out there being dumb, but I still need to do stuff because I can't just sit inside all day sometimes.
But then I can understand that because you come from a really sunny area where you have all the seasons. And then when it comes down to it, you're in a totally different space, not to mention it's gloomy. So I could understand the frustration of at least just going for a run for release. But yeah, at least you're being careful. Just do what you can.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. But I mean, other than that, I'm safe about it. I'm not going to be dumb about it, stuff like that. I definitely take their word into consideration and stuff like that. I think it is pretty serious, and I'm, definitely gonna be cautious about it.
I have an aunt and a cousin who live over there in Washington. I actually can't remember where right now, but they were gonna come visit for my Nina's birthday, so we were super pumped to see them. But at the end of the day, she was like, "I just don't think it's safe. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to put you guys in jeopardy." So it was really heartbreaking, but at least people are doing what they can, or most people.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, because they did say our border got closed. Like people from Oregon or stuff like that, we couldn't leave to Oregon and stuff like that. Because I was in the field in Yakima, which is central Washington, and we were in the field stuff like that. As soon as we came out of the field, that's when the coronavirus was a big thing. And we were coming to work for a week, and then all of a sudden to just stay home. I still go to work every now and then, but nothing serious where I just go do some paperwork and stuff like that, some counseling for my soldiers. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty much locked down here now. Like they have us on standby.
Well, at
Pretty
least
much.
they're taking your safety seriously because that matters,
All right, dude. So
Yeah.
let's properly kick off episode 19 of Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. I'm gonna crack this beer. So yeah. Okay. So cheers to you. Thanks for always or thank you for everything you do serving the country. We really do appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
I know you're in harm's
Appreciate
way
that.
right now, but we'll get into that a little bit as we go into the podcast. I am waiting on this call from my sister. She's going to be calling in any minute now.
Okay.
So a little background on my sister. She's 3 years older than me. Wait, is that right? Hold on.
You're closer to her.
Okay, there she is actually. So hold on. So we'll pull her up. Hello.
Hey.
Okay, so we are live on the podcast right now. So thank you for joining us. My
Thank you for having me.
my friend Jeremy is here. There's going to be a little bit of delay because he's over Facebook Messenger, but he's in Tacoma, Washington. So go ahead and introduce yourself to Jeremy, please.
Sorry about that, buddy. Out a little, so I heard Tacoma, Washington.
Oh yeah. Yep. Tacoma, Washington. Yeah.
Yeah, so Jeremy lives in Tacoma, Washington. You live in Florida. So Jeremy is actually one of Nick's friends, and that's how I met him. But he's a really cool guy. So say what's up to each other, guys.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? We got both toes covered.
Yeah, we're bi-coastal right now. Look at that.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's
Other side of
crazy.
the country.
Well, welcome to 2020.
Okay, so
For real, like we're doing this all through technology, through laptop. Like 2020 is wild because never did we think this would really happen. I don't know about you guys, but I never thought like something like this would happen. And now we can do things like this through technology. Like it's cool, it's crazy.
Yeah. No, right. It's something not to overlook.
Yeah,
And like,
pretty insane.
It's good to slow down. Appreciate some shit.
okay, so Jeremy's on quarantine right now. We are on a stay-at-home order here in El Paso, Texas. What's going on in Florida over there, Amanda? Let us know.
Quite honestly, I don't know because I've been working nonstop since Sunday, so I haven't really been keeping up with the news to see how many cases there are. It is here in Palm Beach and Broward County. I just don't know the severity of it.
Okay, so you guys aren't in the situation that Jeremy finds himself in being over there in Washington. It sounds like it's a little bit less serious. Regardless, though, what is it that you guys are doing? Tell us a little bit about your job and how you guys have been directly impacted by this.
Let's just say that this coronavirus is a hurricane on steroids. So I work for Publix, is the largest grocery chain in Florida, and my job is to oversee like overnight productions of the milk plant and the water plant. So needless to say, with all the influx of people going to the stores and buying like crazy, our business is shot through the roof the past couple of weeks. So it's just, working nonstop to keep up with the demand to keep our stores in business. So it's been a little crazy.
See, that's what's crazy is like we don't realize that when it comes to supply and demand, I mean, we don't think about it because we're just so used to everything being accessible, myself included. But when you drastically change either one, you're gonna feel it. Like there's gonna be some type of way across the whole country, especially when it comes to major goods, milk, water, all the things that everyone uses.
Right, absolutely. And, we're in March, so this started kicking up at the beginning of March, and it's our quiet season right now, Post-hurricane, post-holiday. So this threw everybody for a huge loop, including all of our suppliers.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Jeremy, at the grocery stores over there, dude, have they been completely depleted of things, or how's the supply chain working over there?
Well, sometimes like they have a line. Like when I go to the grocery store now, you have to get in a line, and then when one person comes out, you get to go in. When two people come out, two people get to go in. So it's pretty like, as soon as you walk in, they give you Germex and like paper towels. You start wiping down the car and shit. It's pretty serious over here. Like, so that's the thing. But I mean, as food wise, I mean, I typically find some of my shit, but like chicken and like toilet paper, the essential stuff like that, you can't find that shit nowhere. Germex, nothing like that, no mask. That's definitely been gone for a long time. I haven't seen it.
All right, Amanda. So compared to what Jeremy's seen over there, how is it comparable, or is it like what's your situation like over there?
No, it seems like his is worse. Like I went to the grocery store this morning when I got off of work. And what Publix is doing is on Tuesdays and Wednesdays they have a dedicated hour in the morning for like nothing but seniors. I think over 65.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. It's Thursday. Let me go and knock this out. Well, when I got there, I pulled in a few minutes before they opened. There's already people lined up, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit peeved because there's a bunch of old people. I'm like, why weren't you guys shopping yesterday? But once the store opened, it was business as usual. Like there's no limit to how many people can be in there. But one thing that just came out, I think it was earlier this week, that they're going to start adding like a plexiglass barrier between the cashiers and the customers at the checkout line.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, think of how this thing is spreading. You got to try to protect the frontline employees who are going through this day in and day out. So you actually seem like it's not that bad over there. Here in El Paso, it's actually pretty crazy. Like, I've gone looking for toilet paper a few times, and the shelves are completely wiped out. And Lena had a similar experience, so she's going to mention that to you.
It was just, like, I'll be honest, a couple days prior to that, I was like, people are wild. Like, this isn't really going down. Like, I'm going to go, and it's not going to be that bad. And we had none, because your mom was like, hey, like, yo, pick some up. And I'm like, of course, yeah. So I'm looking, and I'm like, fuck, like, what are we going to do? You know, we had some, but I knew it wasn't going to last us. So, of course, I'm going places. I went to a few places around here, and nothing. So I'm texting Chris, like, yo, what do I do? Now I'm stressing out, you know? And he's like, nah, like, just, you know, stop. You're not going to find it. Like, I'm going to look. I'm going to take care of it. And then sure enough, on his lunch, he came home with 2. So it was one of those things where we were glad we could get what we got, because we're already on that, and we're still going to have to get more.
Yeah, but that was like 3 weeks ago. So I still haven't found toilet paper since, but we're good. So let's go around. Yeah, let's go around real fast. Amanda, how much toilet paper do you have in your household right now?
Probably, I typically buy it in bulk, like the BJ's, which is like Sam's. So maybe half of that pack, and then I went and I think to like the Dollar General and bought some stuff there, just as like an emergency stash. So I think we're well stocked, but it's only 2 of us in our house also.
That makes a difference.
My question is, how did Mom let her supply get that low to begin with?
Honestly,
it doesn't sound like it.
No. Here's the other thing about that. I too normally I check, or normally she'll tell me. Like, that's something that we've gotten better about, just because, I mean, honestly, I don't always check. So when she's texting me, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I thought we had more. And then I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, come on, like, you bought that a while ago. Like, you should have double checked. So it was one of those things where it's just like the timing of it. We're normally on that shit. Like, Sam's Club, same deal. And I mean, even the past times I'm like, hey, I already got it, we're good. But nope, not this time.
All right, Jeremy.
Yeah, so like,
Jeremy, sorry, Amanda, let me see what Jeremy's situation is. How's your toilet paper stock?
I'll be honest, man. I'm more of a wipey type of guy. I don't really use toilet paper.
Wow, look at that. Out of left field. I was not expecting that. That's a great answer. Did you hear that, Amanda?
No, I didn't hear him.
You didn't hear him? Okay, so Mr. Jeremy said over here that he's more of a wipey guy. Look at that.
The Army, man. The Army made me that way.
The Army made him that way.
But you know what's crazy is I had gotten some, so I was like, you know what? Like, I'll just use those until, you know, I'll try to save on toilet paper too and use these until I'm out of these. And even when I went to look for more, because that's the other thing, is I had needed other stuff. I couldn't find any of that other stuff either, Dio and whatnot. So it's real.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. I've heard that
Go ahead.
people are sleeping on Big Lots.
Oh, wow. Big Lots. I never thought to go there.
You know,
Baba told me that earlier this week. So there's your little tip.
She is the most clutch woman I know, besides your grandma. I'm trying to think who else. Yep.
Oh, and then my thing is, after all of this and we get back to normal, you're going to see an increased demand for bidets to be installed in people's households. Mark my words.
Yo, Jeremy just nodded his head vigorously. He's like, yes.
And no joke, a few months ago, listening to a podcast. You know how podcasts typically have ads? They had an ad for a bidet attachment that you could like hook up to your existing toilet and use it. And then I'm like, man, who's ever going to need that? And then this happened.
They were ahead of the curve. Hey, Jeremy, would you ever get one of those installed in your bathroom and completely cut out wipies?
No.
You see? Okay, look.
He's like, nah, hell no.
Okay, that sounds weird. Attaching something to your toilet, that sounds weird to me because it makes me feel like you're going to use the same water from the toilet. And I'm not down with that. Like, that's why we clean the bathrooms. Like, it would have to be a whole new toilet that has its own system. Like, okay, so our godson's aunt, she went to
Chicago.
No, not her. Okay, well, her husband was in the military, so she went somewheres overseas. I want to say India, but I don't want to quote wrong. But anyways.
Holy crap, really?
But, so he was overseas, so she went to see him, and when she was there, she said all the toilets were like that. She was like, I had never felt my bottom so clean. I'm all, wait a second. Whoa. That's weird, but that's real.
Mm-hmm. And they're huge in Europe as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in Europe. Because when I was in Germany, I seen that shit.
Okay, so the U.S. is just behind on sanitation of butts. Cool.
We're behind.
Yeah.
We're behind on a lot of things, actually, but that's for another podcast.
Europe be ahead of us on a lot of shit.
You see, this is coming from somebody who's traveled the globe as a soldier of the U.S. Army. So, I'm gonna take his word for it. Amanda, so where exactly in Florida are you? Just so people can get like a better perspective, because you're not in Miami, where I've heard things are a little bit worse. But where in Florida are you exactly?
I am about an hour and a half north of Miami in Lake Worth Beach, Florida. It's in Palm Beach County. I'm down the street from Mr. President at Mar-a-Lago. But I work in Broward County in Deerfield Beach.
Okay.
So like I said, I'm commuting to work right now, so I'm actually in Boca Raton. So we just hit a lot of geography right there.
Okay, nice. We're really getting a feel for where you at.
That's the shit you love, Darda.
So I'm heading towards Fort Lauderdale at the moment.
So real quick, can you hear Jeremy's audio at all?
What was that?
Can you hear when Jeremy speaks at all?
A little bit. I heard about the Army and, Europe. But.
Okay, Jeremy, if you will, can you just let her know, like, kind of where you're at? If you can't hear it, Amanda, let us know. But I want him to kind of explain where he's coming from in this situation.
Okay, I'm in Tacoma, Washington, obviously. It's 25 minutes south of Seattle, so I'm pretty close to Seattle. I live in the downtown area, so I do have one roommate. Right now, he's coming back from California. He was in the field in NTC, so he's my roommate. He was my platoon sergeant. So he's in E6. He's like 32. Good guy. One of the first people I met out here. So we decided to become roommates. But yeah, I mean, shit's pretty crazy here, though. But that's where I'm at. So like 25 minutes away south of Seattle. So it's like the best picture I could give out.
How far from the ocean is it?
I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close to the ocean.
Scenery with all those mountains up there.
Oh yeah, no, I love it. That's the only reason I like to go out for runs and stuff like that, just to look at the scenery. Bunch of parks, very nice parks. They do a good job of setting up parks here for running and stuff like that. It's got nice trees and I love it already. I haven't seen the summer yet. Everybody tells me the summer here is really nice.
So one thing that you guys both have in common is you guys live in beautiful places with beautiful scenery. Lena, go ahead and describe the beautiful scenery of El Paso for us, please.
Well, I mean, I love El Paso. I'm gonna be honest with
Yeah.
you. Like geography wise, I'm coming like the next biggest city that I grew up around was Albuquerque. So Albuquerque's cool, don't get me wrong, but they're a grid. Like you don't get the shit that you see here. You don't like at UTEP, I'm walking up mountains to get to different buildings and shit. Like you can't really beat the valley, the mountains, and just how spread out the city is. So I'm a big fan of El Paso. I'm gonna say that. However, I would definitely want to live in Seattle or Florida, or I'm sorry, Washington. I mean Seattle, obviously, but we're just looking at a bunch of desert and people social distancing and walking their dogs.
Very nice.
Okay, so Amanda, how much more time do you have with us, just so I know for planning purposes?
I have about 15 minutes.
Okay, cool, perfect. So, okay, so
Before I have to report for my essential duty.
Hey, I'm an essential employee too. I think we all are over here. Jeremy,
But aren't you going to be working from home?
yeah, I'm gonna be working from home pretty soon. So I'm kind of excited about that, but
Me too.
I'm kind of just more excited that I don't have to go and deal with people who've been dealing with other people. You know what I mean? Because I don't know like where those people have been.
Yeah, exactly. It's scary.
I think it's also scary because, like, what people forget is, like, people who are immune deficient and shit, like, asthma's one of them. And I tell people, like, this dude used to be hospitalized for, days at a time. His family would stay with him. Baba, Lucy, his mom, like, because it would get that bad. Like, asthma's pretty fucked up for some people. And then if he gets sick, like, come on, like, that's, like, devastating, So it's scary. And I hope and pray selfishly that no one close to me has to endure that loss.
Yep.
But
If I get sick, I'm done, yo. For real.
Don't say that.
dude, he keeps joking like that. I'm like, you better stop.
I'm being serious almost. But anyway, so Amanda, you got any questions to ask Lena? Or to ask me?
To ask you.
Yeah, they're for you.
Or they could be for Lena too. We're gonna do a Q&A here, Jeremy. So let's see how this goes.
Cool.
Okay. Well, since we're in a sports drought.
We are in a
And
severe sports drought. Severe.
Yeah.
I know my friend Jeremy is a huge sports fan. Real fast, I just want to ask him, how bad are you missing sports, Jeremy? Real quick.
My days have been really lonely without sports, man. I'm fucking incredibly missing the NBA right now and just everything. And then, my teams. It sucks, bro. It honestly sucks without sports.
I feel you, brother.
That should help.
We're gonna persevere. I promise you. Okay, Amanda. On to your question.
Well, and today it would have been opening day, so it's a little bit depressing. I'm a big baseball fan.
Oh. Yeah.
But
Hold on. Jeremy just put it. It's because we can see Jeremy.
Face
You
palm.
can't. But Jeremy just face palmed in a way that I felt that in my soul.
I wish we would have
You know what I
recorded
mean?
it. It was perfect.
Like
Fucking love baseball, man.
it hurt me. Okay, go on.
So I just finished listening to your last episode with Chris Colleen on it. Great podcast.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I have still yet to try that Popeye's chicken sandwich, but anyway.
You should. I mean, at this point, you might as well.
Well, maybe. I don't know. But you talked heavy on soccer, and I know over the past few years, like you and Matt have really gotten into it.
Yes.
So, question, because I've known you your whole life: football or football?
Okay, so hold on, because this requires a very delicate response here.
This is
I
what
love.
have
Okay,
to deal with,
I love
guys.
both. I'm being brutally honest. I love both.
No, you have to pick one.
Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, there is a lot of tradition involved in American football. Tradition that has been passed on not from not only from you and Matt and everybody that I'm influenced by, but from people who really mean a lot to me. For example, Baba, who instilled in me at a very young age to be a Dallas Cowboy fan. Okay, so I can never get rid of that. However, I found a new passion, a new love that I didn't know was burning in my heart. All this desire.
Oh my god.
That I don't know, and it's something that soccer has brought me that I've never experienced with any other sport. So I'm gonna go football.
Dang.
I'm gonna tell Baba.
I know. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't see that coming.
Okay, Jeremy, are you ready? I have a question for you.
Yes.
Baseball or football?
I'll probably say football. I was better at baseball, like an athlete-wise, but football by far.
Wow, that was good. I thought you were gonna take a while for that heartbreak.
No, football. It's not even close.
Okay, Amanda. So what do you think of my answer there? Go ahead.
What was that?
Go. What did you think about my answer there and selecting football over football?
I'm a little surprised. I'm not gonna lie. You know my husband,
Yes.
and after being married to him for a while, he's from South America, so I can understand because I too have a newfound appreciation for football. I'm not going to pick it over American football, but I can see where you're coming from. So I respect it, and plus it's one less Cowboy fan, really.
Okay, hold on. Let me give you a round of applause for that. Hold on.
No.
Yes. I love it. Okay, so you see, that's the good thing. That's the other part about this that I was going to say. You guys asked me to pick, so I picked, right? But there's room for both. I can have both in my life and live a fabulous, enriched life full of sports from basketball to baseball to football to soccer. I'm just saying, guys, it's a benefit. Think about it.
Just think of it as a pie chart. They all make up a certain percentage of your life.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. That was beautifully said. One more time, another round of applause for that.
What other questions did you have, Amanda?
All right. So this one, just because, sibling rivalry, known each other our whole lives. Who's your favorite sibling?
Oh,
Me or
really?
Matt?
That's how that happens. I didn't know you would know your brother or sister your whole life. That's crazy.
You never know. What if your dad has a secret family somewhere?
But you know what? Hold on.
True. Jeremy nodded true.
Jeremy's in this too. Think about this. Like, okay, Amanda has known Chris his whole life. Wait, how did I want to say it? You've known Amanda your whole life, but she hasn't known you her whole life.
Exactly.
There we go.
Okay, so real fast.
True.
So hold on, let me clarify. Are you asking for me to choose between my brother and my sister?
You cut her off. You didn't even let her finish.
Yeah, I pretty much am. No, it's plain. No.
Okay, I was going to answer it.
Question.
No, I would have answered that. Yeah, I would answer.
All right, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Okay, so
You won't hurt my feelings about it. Just
no, and I shouldn't hurt any of you guys' feelings because we're adults and I have a good relationship with both of you. Which I am, you know what? I'm proud of that. I'm going to give myself a round of applause.
You do deserve a round of applause.
Thank you. Okay, so look.
Because I will say this, not to butter you up or change your answer, you are a pretty good damn brother.
Okay, so watch. Check this out. This was going to be my answer, and I've thought about it in an articulate way. So, who can I talk to about literally anything without feeling judged at all? That would definitely be you, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, but who is somebody who has really helped me see kind of a bigger picture in life and really showing me like that I can kind of be more than just what I was at the moment? I would say that would be Matt, right? But I'm not taking anything away from either of you. There has to be a point where the distance between me and you comes into effect at one point, and the distance between me and Matt now has been lesser. So, you know what I'm saying? You know where I'm coming from in that way? Like,
no, I totally get it because I moved away. You were in college or just starting college?
Yo, those were my most influential years, bro, and you dipped out on me.
Sorry, man,
Just kidding.
but
Just kidding.
paradise was calling, so no regrets, no regrets.
But at the same time, you are your own person, and once you get to a certain age, that's part of growing up. We do our own thing.
I respect that answer. That's a damn good answer, bro.
You see, I've thought about this. Okay, Jeremy. So real fast, you only have one sister, or how many siblings do you have?
One sister, one brother, both younger.
Okay, so I'm not gonna ask you to choose between them because that would be very mean.
But choose.
But choose.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm really close to either of them, to be honest. I don't really, like, the last time I talked to him was probably when I was home in December.
Okay.
Like, I don't really, like, text him. I'll be honest. I just don't. I mean, we're cool and everything, but
It's just not the same.
yeah, they do their own thing. I make sure, when I come home, I talk to him then, but
Okay.
I don't know.
So I think one thing we can take from this, Amanda, is that we should be very fortunate that we have the relationship that we have. And I'm super fortunate that I have the relationship I have with both you and my brother because, like Jeremy said, it's not uncommon that a lot of brothers and sisters aren't really that close. And, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's just how it is,
Yeah, we're just different. I think we're just so different that, they do their own thing. It's not like I don't love them or anything like that. It's just, don't really talk to them.
I
Well,
feel
and
you.
that's the crazy part. Like, I don't know if any of you have relate to this, but like as you get older, it's just like more apparent that like you said, you're doing your own thing. So it's like there really isn't any negative way about it. It's just like you're with your friends, I'm with my friends, but like when we're together, you good, you love. Okay, cool.
Okay, so I got an idea, Amanda. Remember on one of my other podcasts, I forget which episode, I think it was episode 15, when we're talking about how you called the cops on me in that party?
Oh, yeah, so let's clarify this.
Okay, yeah, hold on. So I'm going to give you the floor here to go ahead and clarify anything that you need to know or anything that you need to say. So, Amanda, the floor is officially yours.
Okay, so just to clarify, that was what? I think I had just graduated high school. It was my freshman year, whatever. And mom and dad were out of town, I think with Matt, if I remember correctly. I did not call the cops, number one, because I didn't want to get myself in trouble. Mr. Neighborhood Watch across the street, I believe, was the one who called the cops.
That's right. Okay,
I will admit that I did call mom, who called my auntie to go pick you up. That was the extent of my tattletale.
Let me.
Hold on. Okay. After this, we'll tell Jeremy the backstory about this. But okay,
I
go on.
remember your mom telling me that now that she was like, Amanda was so upset, and then the neighbors called the cops. I was like, oh, okay, that's ruthless. So I'm confirming the story.
Okay.
Yes, and Bible. That hand on the Bible. That's exactly how it went down.
We are not Kardashians.
Wow.
Take that shit somewhere else.
No, hold on.
Don't hate on them.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please take that shit somewhere else.
Can I put you under oath? I'll put you under oath. Okay. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, or so help you God? Is that how it goes? I think that's how it goes. Yeah.
I do solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Okay, that's the part I forgot. I forgot the nothing but the truth. Okay. So Jeremy, what happened, dude, is I was in high school and I threw a party at my crib, and my sister was not down because obviously it was a bunch of like 16-year-olds drinking beer and doing other things that they shouldn't be doing, and she didn't want to be responsible for it. So in hindsight, I understand. Anyways,
and she's much cooler now.
But yeah, have you ever been in a situation like that where like you're throwing a house party and then somebody tries to shut it down?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
Neighbors, yeah.
So I have a funny story. One time I went to my cousin's house and we were in a smaller town than Moyarty. It's called Estancia. And so, of course, we're doing things that we're not supposed to at a house party. And the cops come. Our dumbasses, lights on and all, flee the party in cars, following each other. Like, yes, we're out in the middle of nowhere, so it's even worse. Like, I don't know how we didn't get caught.
That sounds like a New Mexico thing.
We don't just tip cows, all right?
Okay, so real quick question, Amanda.
What's up?
why didn't you ever throw parties at the crib?
I don't know, I just wasn't into it. And, well, I think because one of my friends from NMSU, her parents were always, and I mean always out of town. So we were usually at her house. And how often would mom and dad have her go out of town? Like, very seldom.
They haven't been out of town since then.
Right? Yeah.
Just kidding.
Until I moved to
Hold
Florida.
on. That was a good joke. Hold on.
Oh my God.
They've been out of town plenty of times since then, by the way.
But I do remember one instance, and you might remember this because you were present, where we got the dog drunk.
I remember
I don't
that.
know if he was drunk, but he got into some alcohol when I had my friends over one night.
He was intoxicated.
Yeah, he was intoxicated. Poor dude. R.I.P. Sprout.
Yes, R.I.P. to that dog. Moment of silence for him. And we're back. Okay. So we've had a few moments of silence on the podcast. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Okay.
At least we're paying respect.
So Amanda, do you have any more questions before you have to dip out on us today?
What? Describe your life in one word.
Random.
Wait, what was it? I didn't hear it.
Oh, you didn't hear? Okay. Random.
Random. Okay, well, I guess that would make up a lot of people's lives.
Let us lose it shit right now. Okay, hold on. Let me give you something better then. Hold on.
Oh my God. Jeremy, how would you describe your life in one word?
Jeremy, you go first, and then I'll give my second answer. Jeremy, describe your life in one word.
Blessed? I don't know.
Oh.
That's fucking good. You stole it. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, hold on. I would say, how about obscure?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's a good one. He pulled out the dictionary.
What do you have to say about that? What do you think, Amanda?
Honestly, one word. Blessed.
You and Jeremy said the same word.
Oh, I honestly didn't hear him.
Okay, so
But
Jeremy
like
said
this.
blessed. Yeah. What was yours? Sorry. Did you hear me? Sorry. I think you cut out.
Definitely blessed.
Okay. But Jeremy already used that word, so can we use
So I
another
can
word?
use a different one.
Yes, please.
Hey Google, what's the synonym for blessed?
Grateful.
You just Googled that.
Rich.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's a good one here. Round of applause. Oh, sorry, I put the sound effect down. Sorry. Hold on.
I was waiting for
Sorry,
it.
here it is.
And
Sorry. Hey guys, new soundboard. This is only the third episode with it, so my bad. Okay, go on.
And in retrospect, especially because of everything that's going on, this whole coronavirus that's impacting the world, I'm very lucky that it hasn't touched me and my household with me and Dre,
Yeah.
So it brings a greater sense of appreciation for everything that we do have, because looking at where we could be if we were in a different industry. So
Yeah.
it makes you kind of step back and really appreciate what you have.
True. Okay, thank you. So, Jeremy, do you have? We're gonna let you go. That way, you can get to work safely and have a nice, wonderful shift.
Be safe, Darda.
And get to that cash money, baby. So,
It
Jeremy.
was nice meeting you.
Yeah, Jeremy. Any last words for my sister, real fast?
Oh, it was nice meeting her, and hope she, stays safe out there and her family.
But the crazy thing is, guys, they're not really meeting. They're meeting, but they're not.
They're virtually meeting.
Yeah, but over voices. They can't even see each other.
So right now what we just did was we just connected two strangers from two different coasts of the United States and put them
East
on
Coast,
a
West
podcast
Coast.
together. So nice. Okay, Amanda, any final thoughts?
I just hope this whole coronavirus kind of gets nipped in the bud rather quickly, just because as much as I do love all the overtime that I'm going to be getting, I kind of like things to go back to normal for everyone. So just stay safe and know that honestly, our food supply is strong. It's just a matter of getting it to all the stores. And right now, what I have to do is I have to go in, clock in, and what we're actually doing here is everyone who clocks in, we have to take their temperature before they can go to work.
Oh, true. They were doing that.
We're taking all.
Yeah, they were doing that today at the jail too.
Yeah, and so if anyone goes over a certain degree, or if they refuse to get tested, they get to go home. So.
Okay. All right. Well, shout out to you and everything that you guys are doing to make sure that everything that people need are on the shelves and ready and stocked for them. It sucks that we have people who are greedy and hoarding shit. So that's really, really disheartening. Lena has some final words for you.
But at the end of the day, whichever you believe, karma and or you reap what you sow. So we just have to keep in mind love is going to outweigh it all.
So
yeah, karma will come back and the universe will take care of it.
Yeah, so for sure. So
but my final thought is, well, two, wash your hands. Don't get too close to people. Which I'm already fond of anyway. I don't, you know me. I kind of like to keep to myself.
I was gonna say you've been social distancing for years.
Forever, and I'm super happy with it.
Amanda is thriving in this.
Okay, so what were your other thoughts?
Quarantine thing hasn't really bothered me. And then my final thought: you and I still have to do our election podcast here in the next few weeks or whenever you're available.
I'm down. You see, look here. Hold on. Let me take you behind the curtains here, behind the scenes, if you will. I had told Lena that I wanted to go after Trump today. I did, and you know what? I say that we should. Let's do something like that. Let's get on the podcast. Let's talk things out, and let's look forward to election 2020. I'm super down. You know, I'm down.
Let's talk about it like adults should.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Like grown adults, we don't have to hate each other after it. It's a difference of opinion, which everybody has difference of opinions every single day. So, Lena, you have any last thoughts really fast before I let her go?
I will be calling in that day. I'm feeling a little bit off, so
she's got the Rona.
Let me know.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so
get her out of the house, bro.
Yes, we're kicking her to the penalty box right now. So,
hey, there's a shed in the back, buddy. You're gonna have to quarantine out there.
You're so evil. I mean,
hey, I love you.
If I'm gonna have to pick, I mean, you're not putting a lot in your basket right now.
Okay, so real fast, guys. Amanda, thank you for joining us on the Conversing with Chris and Misa podcast. You're part of episode 19. What was that?
We're missing Misa.
Oh, yeah.
Had a chance to talk to him.
No, it's okay.
Hopefully the next time he'll be here.
Okay, so yeah, let's get together next time. He will be here. He had something that he had to attend to today. So he was planning to be here, but it's okay. So thank you again. Thank you for supporting the podcast. I really do appreciate it. Have a good day at work. Be safe. Take care of Andres, and we will talk to you later.
We love you.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me. Love you guys. Stay safe.
See ya. All right, Jeremy. So, what'd you think of that, dude? How was it? Could you hear everything clearly? This was like the very first time we tried this, and I think we had some hiccups for sure at the beginning, but I think it sounded good. What did you think about that whole experience?
Yeah, it sounded good. It sounded at least really clear on my end. I could hear everything she said.
Okay, that's good. I think it's because she was driving and she's on the road, right. So you know how that shit goes.
Yep.
So, you have any impressions of my sister? Like, we're totally different people, dude. Like, we really are.
I feel like she's the mature one.
Hold on.
Well, let me just tell you, it's Matt, then it's her, and then it's Chris. Chris is the baby.
Yeah, you see, look, dude, I don't even... Hold on. Breaking news to Jeremy. Did you know I have an older brother?
No, I did not, actually.
See? You had no idea. So, I consider Nick my little brother, right?
Yeah.
But I also have a actual older brother. He's really cool, dude. He's a really cool guy.
They are okay. They're not exactly the same. Okay, how do I? They speak exactly the same. They move their hands. They say things like. The funny thing is that he's just a lighter version of Chris. That's literally they're like this. Well, Chris is like him. That's a better way to say it.
Dude, straight up, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so he like it's funny because you know how dark of like skin tone I have. Like I look like I've been sunbathing in the middle of the desert for 13 days in a row, and I'm just dark as hell. So my brother is actually light complected like you.
Oh, okay.
I'd say maybe even just a little bit lighter.
So yeah, but he's like we're not the same person, but
they really don't look alike either. That's what's funny. Like Amanda, they like actually, in my opinion, none of them look like each other. But Chris looks more like the oddball out, even as a baby. I mean, Amanda's told me he's adopted. I don't really want to reveal that family secret. But it's a
thank you,
possibility.
Church of Theo, Mrs. Theo. Thank you.
So it's just funny because I mean, like talk wise and personality wise, like him and Matt are just more similar. But like he gets along with Amanda just as well. They're just not. I mean, obviously they're very separate in politics. So that's the funny part.
All right, dude. So, I say we take like a quick 2-minute break, and then we come back and hop out like another 15 to 20 minutes, and then we can call it a day if you're down.
All right, man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, real fast, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. Thank you guys for people who listen to this because this was really an experimental thing that we tried on the podcast. We have 4 different people. We had 4 different people in 3 different cities at the same time on together. So I'm sorry for any time that we talked over each other, any time where you couldn't hear somebody, any time where the connections were bad. We're trying. I think it sounded pretty good. And me and Jeremy and Lena will be back for a quick, we'll do another 15, 20 minutes and we'll wrap up the episode. Okay. So, thank you guys again for supporting. Make sure to like us on Facebook. Make sure to check us out on the Anchor app, Spotify. Go follow my friend Jeremy too on Facebook. He's on there. And we will be right back.
Conversing with Chris, rewind. Is a hot dog a sandwich? That's the world-renowned question.
A sandwich.
I've had plenty of debates with people.
I got to go with yes on this one.
And a hot dog, my guy, is a sandwich. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, I got to go with you on that one. A hot dog is a yes on this.
Whoever disagrees with me, get on the pod. Let's talk it out.
We'll have a full-on
discussion. We'll break down hot dogs and sandwiches. We'll compare them and contrast them.
Whatever sandwich you want to throw at us.
Yeah, I'm going to make a PowerPoint presentation about this, man.
Whether or not I'm here, Chris will have that viewpoint.
Yes, because I'm tired of this, man. This is something that needs to be addressed throughout the general public. And hot people need to be educated.
Sandwiches.
What's up, guys? We're back with segment number 2 of episode 15. Or sorry, God, why did I say 15? Yeah. Episode 19.
Are you sure?
Of Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Once again, shout out to Jeremy for joining us again on the podcast. I really appreciate you always coming on, bro. Always being willing to get down. Any thoughts on the podcast? Just any random thoughts, any progression you've seen, anything. What do you think?
Definitely. I like that you bring on more people there, and I like to see their perspective on things too. So I like that. I like to hear other people's opinions because I'm a podcast type of guy. Like, I don't always get time to sit down and watch TV and shit, so I'm always on the go sometimes. So throw on the podcast while I'm driving and stuff. You know what I mean? So I definitely like to hear it.
Nice, dude. So, what are some of the podcasts you listen to? You listen to Joe Rogan. Who you listening to?
Mostly just sports podcasts. Besides yours, just random sports podcasts on YouTube.
Dude, I love sports podcasts, dude. They're the best. Speaking of sports, dude, let's get into some sports. One of the things that me and you have in common is we have a passion for sports, whether it be football, baseball, college football, college basketball. Are you a soccer guy? I don't think you are, right?
I watch it. I like it. I'm not big, I can't really name you players and stuff like that, except like Chris Ronaldo and Messi and stuff like.
Oh, you know the
generic.
superstars. You know the LeBron Jameses of the soccer world. So that's good.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it.
Okay, dude. So,
Like,
obviously to me, you know what was crazy to me, dude, is that during this whole coronavirus thing, NFL free agency didn't stop at all.
Yeah.
It didn't skip a beat,
Oh.
dude. With that
Crazy
being
shit.
said, looking back at because it's already been a while, we're already about like 2 weeks into the free agency. What was the most shocking move that you saw? We'll touch on Tom Brady in a little bit. So
Okay. So besides that,
besides him, that's a major talking point for people. But other than that, what was another move that caught your eye or that you think is going to be really impactful for this upcoming season, which will happen whenever it happens at this rate?
right. I would say I'm gonna be biased. I'm probably gonna say the letting go of Cam Newton because I'm a Panthers fan. So that one hurt. Like, because this season, man, I don't know. Like, Luke Kuechly retired. Greg Olson's gone. One of our center, one of our guys we traded is gone on the line. Just a let go of a lot of guys this year. A couple of defensive linemen. Like, it's a whole new roster at this point. We just brought in Teddy Bridgewater, so I don't know. I don't know what to think of it because I didn't really want Teddy Bridgewater. I was just gonna say if we're gonna let go of Cam Newton, we should tank this season and go get like Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields at Ohio State. I would take either one of those guys, but I get it. It's Matt Rule's first season. He wants to make a good impression because if we come in losing, you know what I mean, it's gonna put a bad taste, and people are like, well, you see, we should have kept Cam Newton, but I don't know. It's definitely bad because I'm a big Cam Newton fan too. Like, you know, just depends because I haven't seen a good quarterback there since like Jake Delhomme.
Bro, Jake Delhomme took you guys to that Super Bowl, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, against the Patriots.
So yeah, it's been a fucking minute, bro, because I was like 10 when that shit happened, bro. So it's been a minute. Okay. So I think with the Panthers, dude, my opinion is you guys are going through a complete organizational rehaul. You know what I mean?
New owner, new coach. Yep.
Yeah, from the top down, dude, from your owner, your coach, to now even your starting quarterback.
And I love Ron Rivera, man. Like, that shit hurt when we fired him, but I mean, it makes sense. But it still hurt though because I really like the guy. I get it. Change sometimes. He could be a good guy, good coach, but change. You got to do change like the Cowboys did. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just have to do that change, just to.
Well,
but Ron Rivera knew his shit, man.
And it's like you said, you need change. Sometimes at the end of the day, like, you don't know, like, sports isn't predictable. Of course, we can analyze it and there's analysis. But at the end of the day, like, everybody can have a bad game, bad season. Someone can get hurt. Like, a lot of things can change things. But you need time to build chemistry on any sort of playing field, whether it be soccer, whether it be football, you need chemistry and you need to be with each other. So it's going to take a little bit of time, I'm sure.
So one thing that I was thinking about, man, is I don't think Cam Newton had a market for trades, dude. I don't think you guys could have gotten anything for him, and I think that's why you guys ultimately ended up releasing him.
But which is dumb because, like, you're telling me you couldn't give up a 5th-round pick for Cam Newton? Like,
like former MVP.
You're gonna get Nick Foles, but you're not gonna go get Cam Newton. Like, what sense does that make?
Well, okay, hold on that. Brian Hoyer signed with the Patriots.
Hoyer, yeah, exactly. Like, I don't understand that. Like,
Brian Hoyer, bro. Brian Hoyer.
Yeah. Stupid as hell to me. Like, I get the Patriots have to be tanking at this point now. They have to go get it themselves with Trevor Lawrence because you can't see yourself, obviously thinking you're going to do something special this season with Brian Hoyer as a quarterback who's like 37 years old already. So, I don't know.
Dude, Brian Hoyer is somehow older than Tom Brady.
Yeah, oh yeah, he is, huh?
No. I don't know if he is. I'm just saying, like.
But looking wise.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he might as well be older than Tom Brady.
Yeah, he might as well be, yeah. But then again, that's not fair because Tom Brady's an outlier, so.
Yeah. Tom Brady's a legend. He's a GOAT. We're never going to see another Tom, which I'm kind of glad because I don't want another team to dominate for a fucking more than a decade. I would like to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
2 decades. Yeah, that's nuts.
That's hilarious, dude. So, since we covered your team, we'll cover a little bit of the Cowboys real fast. Dak Prescott does not get the deal that he was seeking. We went ahead and franchise tagged him. Amari Cooper, though, we got him signed on a long-term deal. And to me, I don't know, dude. I feel like people were being a little harsh on the Cowboys. I think we played the cards the way they were dealt to us, and I don't think we could have let Amari Cooper go after trading a first-round pick for him. I think we had to lock him in, and he's still young. He has some injury problems, I will say that. There were a lot of games where he was on the sidelines in big moments, but who's going to be our guy? I mean, you know what I mean? So we kind of had to go with him, and I think we will get a deal done with Dak in the future. What do you think?
Yeah, you guys will, but I don't know. I think y'all should just Tua came out saying he wanted to be a Dallas Cowboy. Oh my God, I would have took Tua in a heartbeat. Do whatever it takes. Trade away Dak if you got to. Get some first round. Trade away your first round pick. Move up in the draft.
Well,
you know what I mean?
It's
I don't know.
He's been given his chance at this point, so it's why not risk it?
Yeah, exactly. Because Dak. What you guys went 8-8. I know you can blame a lot on Jason Garrett, but at the same time, did Dak come out big in any of those games? The one game that's not his fault is against the Vikings, though, because they took the ball out of Dak Prescott's hand and they said, "Here, Ezekiel, win us the game." Y'all didn't win the game off your running back, so it's other than that, though, that's the one excuse I'll give him. Other than that, because he was driving the ball down the field. Other than that, though, he should have beat the Patriots. He should have beat the Jets. There's some inexcusable games. So it's Dak Prescott, you got it. You're in your fourth year already, dude. You have your offense. Everybody's healthy. You got a great defense. Kind of gives up some points.
Okay, so hold on. Let me poke 2 holes in that argument. Just two. Okay. Number one, offensive line, not healthy, dude. Not where
they were decent.
No, yes, but everybody has this idea in their head
Stigma.
that we still have that best line that we had about 3 years. We don't. We are dude. Travis Frederick just retired because of that autoimmune disease that he was battling. He's gone.
Yep.
Tyron Smith is old. He's injury riddled, bro. So
he is.
That's hole number one. I'm punching in your argument. Number 2, dude.
But Russell Wilson has a horrible offensive line.
Yeah. So I'm not just completely letting it fly. But I also think there's a difference between Russell and Dak. The mobility of Russell is something that nobody else has. You know what I mean? And look at Dak's size, dude. He can't move that fast. Russell's little, dude. He's little.
But why is he asking for Russell Wilson money then?
Well, the thing is you and think about it from a business standpoint here, where you have your agent representing you, right? Mm-hmm. You are going to go for what the market is offering you. Regardless of, you know what I mean? Regardless of skill level, if they're going to start paying people this way, then you go and get yours, dude. Come on, Ryan Tannehill, bro.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill got a super big deal.
But he did go to the AFC Championship and lost to the Super Bowl.
No. Ryan Tannehill did not go to the AFC Championship.
He still was there.
Derrick Henry ran the Tennessee Titans straight into the AFC Championship.
And you got a franchise tag. That's kind of
you see? That's what I'm saying, dude. There's a market for quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A huge market.
Agree.
And so because of that, the price gets jacked up, bro. The demand is higher. If there's 32 teams in the NFL, they all need at least one starting quarterback, man.
Yeah, I agree.
And they're going to get paid.
I would say it is the key, what do you say, piece to the game.
And then look,
it makes or breaks everything.
Let me throw this.
A good team, bad quarterback, vice versa. That's one of those make or break things.
Well, okay, let me just throw this out there for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're the franchise quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, bro.
Right.
You expect to be paid, right?
But you also get a Schiller endorsement, so
yes. But still, dude, Troy Aikman back in the day, paid.
Well, they don't call it America's team for nothing. So there's certain teams, certain franchises, certain. You just
that glamour.
Exactly. So it's if you're gonna play for a team like that, then you have to be a key piece. You can't be mediocre. I don't want to be someone who acts like I know what they're, can do and they're professionals, but at the end of the day, like there's an expectation and like you got to fulfill or someone else is going to come. Like, so hopefully maybe this season's different or I don't know.
So anyway, enough with the Cowboys, dude.
He's all sad now.
No, I just, we can go back and forth over this, you know what I mean? Regardless, I'm a little optimistic. Are we going to be a playoff team? I can't tell you that right now. But anyways, Tom Brady to the Bucks, bro. What was that about? What do you think?
Strictly a business decision, obviously, because like he's just way too big for the Tampa market. So you could tell it's just strictly business. I had a feeling because I was like, it's either them, but I just couldn't picture him like that. I was like, there's no way. It's probably going to be LA because I really knew he was leaving New England. Like, if you told me to bet any money on it, I was definitely like, he's leaving New England. I just don't know where. I would have put my money on the Chargers, definitely. I thought Tampa Bay, because I'm like, they got a pretty good defense. They got freaking weapons. Like, they got receivers. They got 2 tight ends. They got good running backs. They're a good squad. Good coach. Bruce Arians is a good coach. But I was just like, there's no way he'd go to Tampa Bay. He's too big for it. But, yeah, that shocked me. Don't get me wrong. It shocked me. But I like it, though. I like it. I think Tampa Bay's going to be good. That's if Tom Brady can still, sling it a little bit, which he did. He really did. He still played pretty well last year. It's not like he was terrible. He was still mediocre of the pack of the quarterbacks. But what he's bringing to Tampa Bay is all his experience and his discipline, and he can relate to the players, and he's a team guy. I think guys are going to feed off of him a lot. So Tampa Bay is going to be scary this year. Like, whether Tom Brady's like this guy or he doesn't have to beat that, great quarterback, but he just brings a lot of experience and like a lot of football knowledge to them. So it's going to be cool. I think it's going to shake up the league. This is going to be very interesting this season.
I'll tell you what, dude. Tom Brady did not have Mike Evans to throw to last year.
Exactly, right?
He had nothing close to Mike Evans. Nothing.
Mike Evans is underrated as shit. It's not
so now you're going to give him Mike Evans. So then you're going to give him Cameron Braid is still rolling out there for Tampa whenever he's healthy. Yeah. That's like a little Gronk, bro. And then they'll have like
Tampa Bay got a squad. They got
dude, yeah, and then that they have one of those little scat running backs, bro. I forget his name.
Oh, something Jones out of USC. He's from Texas.
Okay, yes, that's gonna be your next fucking running back that like
a James White.
Yes, almost. That's gonna be your next James White, and then they're gonna draft a white quarterback from some little college somewhere in the 6th round, and they're gonna convert him to wide receiver, and boom, there you go.
Slot.
Yep, slot receiver, and he's gonna tear that shit up, and he's gonna win at least a Super Bowl. Well, actually, I don't know if they'll win a Super Bowl, but I have.
Imagine! Oh my god.
Okay, so quick question, dude.
Won Tampa this year.
So if you had, so let's say that you were somebody who likes to gamble, and you wanted to go to a casino and place a bet. Who wins more games this year? Tampa Bay with Tom Brady, or Bill Belichick with the Patriots?
If they stay with Brian Hoyer, I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers for sure.
Okay, you see, I'm going that way too, dude.
Yeah,
but at the same time, I'm like,
but think
you know what? I don't want to doubt Belichick.
But you got to think about Tampa Bay though. All their games they lost, they barely lose their games. They had a lot of losses, but they barely lose their losses. Why? Because Jameson Winston's throwing 30 interceptions in a season. That's the only reason they'd be losing their games. If they have a quarterback who can just not turn the football over, oh man, you never know what Tampa Bay could have been last year. Because they had players. They just kept losing their stupid games by like a pick six. Like they lost like 3 games by like a pick six.
That's crazy.
At the end of the game.
Well, like I mean, obviously I can't talk football like you guys, but it's funny like how basics can really make or break games. Like in basketball, if you just don't simply rebound, that shit. I mean, turnovers, assists, like. The basics, if you can't get the basics down and you're not consistent, and I mean consistent, like no way other way, then yeah, it's going to affect the game in a big way.
Definitely. That shit matters.
Yeah,
dude. Is important. Dennis Rodman showed that.
So, because part of me wants to dismiss Belichick, right? Because of his time
I'm not going to.
Well, because of his time with Cleveland, but then I'm like, okay, nobody succeeds in Cleveland. You know what I mean? So it's probably not his fault, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, you know what? I don't want to just like say, you know what? I'm going Tom Brady all the way, but you know, I'm thinking about it, but you know, I'm not going to like say Belichick now is going to be a complete dumpster fire and the Patriots are now trash, because look at their division, bro. They still have a chance.
No, yeah, they do. You're right. I mean, Buffalo's going to be pretty good this year, I think. I think they're going to be pretty decent. And then I don't know about the Dolphins. You know, they actually played pretty hard last year. They won their, like, 5 of their last 9 games. Like, it's like everybody thought they were tanking, and then out of nowhere, because Brian Flores is a good coach. So Dolphins kind of, had their little mojo towards the end. So and they beat the Patriots last game of the season.
Yeah.
So, they're coming in the season with a little bit of, they're like, okay, we're not that bad of a squad. They picked up some players. And then Jets, I don't know. Jets, they still have some rebuilding to do. They're not, I don't think they're terrible, but they're not good either, though.
All right, dude. So we got breaking news.
It's all right.
The co-host Misa is here now. So let's talk to him real fast.
What's going on, man? Hey, sorry I couldn't be there earlier, bro. It's this whole quarantine thing, My kids take a lot of shit, so I gotta go look for TP. And, dude, let me tell you something real quick.
Okay.
Let me tell you something, man. So there's a lockdown, all right? People need to be cautious. Leave your kids at home, man. When I got to Walmart, bro, I didn't see no TP or any fuck given out there with all these people out here. What is going on?
Bro, this stay-at-home order thing, it's not quite working out, bro. There's people out all day, dude. Trust me, I see it. I go to work every day. I'm an essential employee. And, dude, there's people all over the place. It's not working.
That's ridiculous, man.
Okay.
But at the same time, I kind of want to stay home. I mean, go out now. Now, most of the time I'm like, fuck this, I'm going to stay home. But when somebody else tells me that I need to stay home, it kind of makes me want to go out,
We always want what we can't have.
Okay, Misa. So me and Jeremy have been doing this podcast. We're already at about an hour. We had my sister call in from Florida and talk to us about the situation down there. So go ahead and say what's up to Jeremy, dude. Introduce him. He's on the podcast for like the fourth time.
You went from
what's
3
going
to
on,
6.
Jeremy?
Like, what?
What's up, man?
Yeah. Hey, Jeremy, have you noticed that Chris don't know how to count?
Yeah, I've seen that now.
Hold on,
Yeah,
Misa. Hold on, Misa. Good joke.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, man.
10 points for Gryffindor.
All right.
Anyway,
So real fast,
hey,
Misa.
real quick,
Hold up.
quick, Jeremy. Real quick.
Yeah. I was gonna say, talk to Jeremy, bro. Don't talk to me. Get your kid out of here.
I know, man. Hey! Where's your mother? Hey! Hey!
And then you hear her come in, get pop right across the head. Keep yelling at her like that. She's gonna get you.
Okay.
No, but I'm just gonna throw my. All right. Oh shit! All right, real quick, man. I feel sorry for all them parents out there right now. At first, I thought these kids were cool. I hadn't really talked to them much before, but now that we're in quarantine, I was like, hey, not too bad. But I don't know about today, man. I'm literally inside in my closet.
He's hiding in the closet with a snack.
Anyways, what the fuck am I doing shit? Anyways, hey Jeremy, I gotta ask you something, bro. First thing first,
Yes.
man. I know you. You're in the U.S. service. All right. Thank you for your service, by the way. All right.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
Yeah, dude. But hey, I gotta ask, bro. Are you one of those guys with like the Camaros or the Chargers and shit?
Not at all. I got a black F-150.
Oh, so you're those other guys. How about the other crew?
He's from
Yeah, you can
Texas.
get one of those.
Oh yeah. All right. That's nice, man. That's why I want to get off my chest real quick.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Don't
That
worry.
was like brewing. You could tell.
Yeah. Yo, I seriously think I lost myself, man. I didn't fucking close. So what's up? Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so yeah, we've been talking about a lot of different things. What musical instrument do you have now? God bless.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry, man. I
Hold
haven't
on.
been in my closet in a minute.
Okay, hold on. Let me hit the sounder real fast. All right, dude. What musical instrument were you plucking right now?
I totally forgot I had a ukulele up in here.
Oh my god, you are.
No sea mamón!
Hey, how's my Theo doing? I haven't seen him all day, bro.
Yeah, dude. Because
I haven't
he's
seen him all day.
your Theo's been passed out in my front lawn since 2 weeks ago. But you know what? He's got
some rest, doggy.
nah, dude. Nah, bro.
Not in times like these.
I feel
like,
bad
come
for him,
on.
bro. You know what I did? I got him another case of natural light today, so he's good.
Oh, what a great man. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Misa,
He's a very good guy. Yeah.
I have a serious question for you. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm serious. You ready?
Okay. I said yeah.
Okay.
You ready for it?
God.
I just want to make sure you're ready because it's pretty deep, you know?
Well, it's not like I'm going anywhere, so
Well,
let me have it.
yeah, I'd hope not. If you could describe your life in one word, what would that word
Oh,
be?
brilliant question. Yeah, one word, Misa. One fucking word.
Not
Let
two,
me
not
fucking think about
hyphenated, not.
I know
no.
what one means. I'm not Chris. All right. Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Hey, honestly, they asked me that question earlier. I answered with one word.
I have my word. Do you want me to go so you can have some time to grab a dictionary?
Dude, I'm stuck inside a closet. Okay, tell me what.
Humbled.
What was yours? Humbled?
I
Oh,
am!
Jeremy. I want to hear Jeremy. That's what I'm
Oh,
interested in.
Jeremy's was good.
Kobe. No, I'm just
What
playing.
was it?
Bless.
Camaro. He's like Camaro.
Oh, this nigga said Kobe. What was it that you actually said, Jeremy?
My wife
I
has
did it
asked.
because Lena keeps talking. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so go ahead and ask Jeremy again what that word was that he said.
Yes, Jeremy. Sorry, we were really interrupted. What is your one word that describes your life?
I said blessed.
Hey, Lena, you need to shut up. I still can't hear him.
You still can't hear him?
No, dude.
That's on you, bro.
You.
Blessed.
It was working fine earlier.
But is it because I'm quarantined in this fucking closet? Let me
Yeah.
get the hell out of here.
Anyway, he said his one word is blessed.
Blessed.
Yeah. So, real fast, guys, let's do some breaking news on the podcast. Okay, so America has surpassed virus hotspots China and Italy with 82,404 cases of coronavirus.
Keep in mind how many more people China has in comparison to us. So
Absolutely.
that's scary.
Shit, look.
So let's just do what we can and do what we're told. I feel like I've seen this on social media, like I'm in kindergarten and someone keeps stepping out of line. So the rest of us have no freaking recess. Like, let's do what we can to save lives.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right, comments on that, Jeremy? What do you think about that?
I mean, it makes sense, though. Honestly, I feel like, we got to just take it a little bit more serious. Like, it's spreading like wildfire right now.
I guess that's the scary part is just, again, how quickly it can spread. So it's like this shit,
Yeah.
it's coming for us. Mother Nature has had her fair share of us.
Yeah.
Misa, thoughts?
Like I was saying, man, it's only going to get worse around here. I heard earlier that we were at 25 confirmed cases, right?
25 at EP?
Yes, sir.
Damn. Okay, so yeah, it's getting serious.
And so far, 3 have been from UTEP. I mean, because I get those emails. Chris does too, but I check my emails more often. So I saw that today.
Yeah,
So it's
that's why I
scary.
go to school.
Yeah, well, I think I might drop out now.
That's the sole reason you don't go to school?
Yeah, man, I saw this coming.
My excuse
I
too.
told my mom, what about the coronavirus?
And you were in like 8th grade saying this shit.
Yeah, and I've been living in the streets ever since, guys.
Okay. All right, dude. Well, let's wrap up this podcast. Thanks for joining us late, bro. I appreciate that, by the way.
Hey, thanks for letting me know last minute.
Hey, this shit comes
guys.
together real quick, brother. Okay,
Yeah,
dude.
hey, Jeremy, it was nice meeting you, bro.
It was nice meeting you too, man.
Guys.
All right,
Safe,
Misa.
dog.
Be safe. Take care of your family and your kids.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to get rid of them.
And dude, honestly, look, dude, I've been wanting to get this off my chest, dude. Honestly, but
No sea mamón!
this nigga's got to go, bro. He's got to go, bro. He's got to go.
Yeah.
And then all you keep telling me is
No way! Yeah. Hey, G.
yeet.
Look, man, most of the time that we're there, he's outside. God only knows what other fucking diseases these guys.
I know, bro.
Just leave him there.
Yeah,
All
that's true. Actually, I'll
Just leave him
quarantine.
there?
Yeah, I'll put him in the shed tonight.
Yes, please. And but yeah, guys, I'll let you guys go because I'm seriously stuck inside this fucking closet.
Okay, dude.
She's doing it on purpose.
Well, hopefully
All right,
you get
guys,
out of
you
that
guys take
closet.
care.
So, see you later, dude. This podcast will be up soon. So, good night to
you
you.
guys stay fresh.
All right,
Good
see
night,
you. All right, Jeremy. So that was Misa, dude. We'll get you on again another time for a full podcast. I do want to thank you again for joining us. This podcast has actually been pretty funny and challenging because we've been all over the place, but I like it, dude. I really like it.
It's like you
Yeah,
said, though,
it's sweet.
Jeremy, east to west.
Yeah.
Pretty different, huh? We got Central, East, West.
Yeah, dude.
Pretty crazy.
I didn't even think of that. Central, yeah, for sure.
And the cool thing is like you're just here for the ride, so it's nice because you just go along with it. So it's really easy going. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, man.
Any final words you got for the podcast today, man?
Shit, stay safe out there, y'all. Just know your shit and the social distancing. That's just real.
Okay, what's the one thing from El Paso food-wise that you're craving right now?
Yeah.
Don't tell me that, man, because I'm craving a lot of.
No, just one thing.
I mean, tamales for sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tamales spoken like a true Mexican. Okay,
Ready
dude.
for that shit,
Real
man.
fast before you go, dude. Look, listen to this audio from episode 2 of Conversing with
Oh
Chris.
my God.
This is the interview I did with you when I was super intoxicated. Listen to this audio, okay? And then give me your reaction, okay? Listen to it.
All right.
All right, dude. Well, I think this is going to be the end, but we found out a lot about you.
Hell yeah, man. Only that 4 or 5, just remember that.
Is there anything
That's a
else
fact.
you want to say?
No, that's about it. I mean, every time I come back on the show, man, I'll tell you more. I can always tell you something new. There's still plenty of things that I didn't tell you, so we can always say that for next time.
Oh,
if I come back on.
so you're holding back.
I'm not holding back, bro. I promise.
No, I'm just kidding. All right, dude. Well, good night, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, dude. Immediate reaction to that. Go.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you're a little intoxicated, man. I've been there too.
Thank you, bro. Everybody was laughing at me. I was like, bro, me and Jeremy were cool, bro. We were hanging out. That was a
That's no
casual
problem.
conversation.
But like real talk, Jeremy,
was
towards the
faded,
end,
bro.
I was like, I really was like, yo, you're losing the ability to complete the sentences now. You know what I mean? Because you could just tell the difference.
Look,
He gets real like clumsy and like I don't know, it's so funny.
luckily that was episode 2. So we've come a long way from them. Like I said, dude, thank you again for being on the podcast. I really appreciate it. Make sure you show your military homies, dude. Let them know. I know it's kind
Oh
of
yeah,
a
I
weird,
will, man. I'll start posting on my social media.
Yeah.
So,
I know it's kind of a weird time for me to ask that of you, but you know, if you guys aren't going to be doing anything, at least try
What
to
else
check
are
out
we
to the
really
podcast.
doing?
right. Yeah. No, you're 100% right about that.
But yeah, dude, for sure. Be safe over there. We're always thinking about you over here.
Love to your family.
Yeah, love to your fam. Anything you need, even if you just want to like talk and fucking chop it up, let me know. Anytime
sure.
you want to get back on the podcast, let me know. We'll do it again with
Okay.
Misa. But yeah, dude, I want to thank you for being on. So This is going to be the end of Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast, episode 19. Shout out to Lena. Shout out to Jeremy. Shout out to Misa for making an appearance. Shout out to my sister for calling in from Florida. It was a really dope podcast. Sorry for all the technical difficulties we experienced. We'll get through it. Make sure to follow us on Facebook. You can listen to us on Anchor app, Spotify, and we are